Imagine a night where fortune quietly waits at your doorstep, where the unseen currents of luck flow around your home like gentle water. Many walk through life unaware that small, mindful acts can open doors to abundance. Tonight, I invite you to consider one such practice, simple yet profound, a practice I call the lottery wash. This is not merely about cleaning or ritual, it is about creating space within and around you, allowing the energies of good fortune to find their path to you. In life, clutter and chaos often block the natural flow of opportunity. Our homes, our surroundings, and even our own minds can become reservoirs of past worries, doubts, and discarded energies. When we clear them thoughtfully, when we wash away the unnecessary, we are not only cleaning our environment but also preparing our spirit to receive blessings. The lottery wash is an act of attention, intention, and respect for the invisible forces that respond to order and mindfulness. Focus on calmness. Approach your space with reverence nor haste. Let each sweep, each wipe, each careful movement be a gesture of gratitude for what you have and openness to what you seek. Imagine the energy of luck flowing freely as dust and disorder are removed. Visualize opportunities, surprises, and abundance filling the spaces you have lovingly cleared. This is the essence of the practice, a delicate balance between effort and surrender, between action and allowing. Tonight, as you engage in this ritual, remember that good fortune favors clarity. It favors those who create harmony within and around themselves. Do not rush, do not grasp. Move gently, breathe deeply, and let the act itself carry your intention. The lottery wash is not a guarantee of riches, but a gentle alignment of your energy with the currents of prosperity. It is a reminder that luck, like water, flows naturally into spaces that are ready to receive it. In these quiet moments, reflect on your openness to abundance. Consider not only material wealth, but also the richness of peace, health, and meaningful connections. The act of cleansing is symbolic. By letting go of what is old, heavy, or stagnant, you invite renewal into your life. Tonight, as you prepare your space, you prepare yourself. The lottery wash is more than a simple practice. It is a bridge between intention and manifestation, between mindfulness and the serendipitous moments that life offers. May this night be a threshold. May your hands, guided by care and awareness, unlock unseen doors. May your surroundings reflect the harmony you cultivate, and may the energies of fortune move freely, responding to your mindful invitation. In the stillness of this ritual, you open the possibility for luck, opportunity, and abundance to enter, quietly, gently, and powerfully, into your life. Creating space for luck, physical and mental clutter blocks the natural flow of opportunity. Cleaning mindfully opens pathways for fortune and abundance. In the quiet moments of our lives, it is easy to overlook how much the spaces we inhabit reflect the state of our inner world. Our homes, our rooms, even the small corners we pass by daily carry the weight of our thoughts, emotions, and forgotten intentions. Each item left unattended, each surface layered with dust, becomes more than a physical presence. It becomes an echo of past neglect, a subtle barrier to the flow of opportunity and fortune. The principle behind the lottery wash is simple yet profound. By creating space in our surroundings, we invite clarity and receptivity into our lives. When our environment is crowded or chaotic, energy struggles to move freely, and the currents of luck find themselves slowed or deflected. But when we approach cleaning with awareness, when we touch each object with intention, we begin to dissolve the obstacles that block prosperity. It is not merely about removing dirt or arranging objects, it is about cultivating a state of mind that is attentive and receptive. As we sweep, wipe, and rearrange, we practice mindfulness, noticing what we have accumulated, what we no longer need, and what is ready to be released. This act of conscious clearing mirrors an inner clearing, a letting go of worries, old regrets, and stagnant thoughts. Just as water flows most easily through a channel free of debris, opportunities and good fortune move most freely through a life where clutter has been thoughtfully removed. When we create this physical and mental space, we signal to the universe that we are ready to receive, that our hearts and homes are open to abundance. The practice encourages patience and reflection. As we organize a shelf, tidy a floor, or smooth a surface, we recognize the impermanence of objects and circumstances, the transient nature of possessions and even desires. In this understanding, we cultivate gratitude for what we have and humility in our openness to what may come. The energy of a well-kept space radiates beyond the physical boundaries of a room. It reaches into our interactions, our work, and our decisions, subtly shaping the way we move through the world. By creating space in our environment, we create space within ourselves for clarity, intuition, and possibility. The lottery wash reminds us that luck is not a sudden force, but a gentle current that responds to harmony and attention. When we honor our surroundings and our inner state, we allow fortune to flow naturally, unobstructed by chaos or distraction. Each act of mindful clearing becomes a meditation in action, a quiet acknowledgement that abundance is not taken by force but welcomed through care, clarity, and the readiness to receive. Through this simple yet powerful practice, the ordinary act of cleaning transforms into a ritual of preparation, a way of opening both our homes and our hearts to the gentle arrival of luck and opportunity. Intentional action over haste. The lottery wash emphasizes careful, deliberate actions with mindfulness and respect, rather than rushing through tasks. In the rhythm of everyday life, many of us rush through our tasks, believing that speed brings efficiency and success. We move quickly, sometimes carelessly, through the spaces we occupy, unaware that the quality of our attention shapes the energy that surrounds us. The practice of the lottery wash teaches us the value of intentional action, of approaching even the simplest acts with mindfulness and purpose. Cleaning is transformed from a mundane chore into a deliberate gesture, a conscious expression of readiness for abundance. When we move with haste, we risk scattering energy, leaving traces of distraction and impatience in our wake. The surfaces may appear clean, yet the deeper currents of our environment remain unsettled. True effectiveness comes from awareness, from letting each sweep, each motion carry our focus and intention. As we lift an object, dust a corner, or rinse a surface, we are not only tending to our physical space but also to the energy that inhabits it. Every movement becomes a meditation, a bridge between action and awareness. The mind that is fully present in the moment does not simply complete tasks, it harmonizes with the space, senses its needs, and opens it to possibility. Intentional action requires patience. It asks us to slow down, to notice the small details, to honor what is already present before attempting to add or remove anything. This patient attention shifts our consciousness from a state of distraction to a state of receptivity. In the context of luck and fortune, it is this receptivity that matters most. Haste may achieve results that are immediate and visible, but it rarely cultivates the subtle alignment necessary for opportunity to arrive. Luck favors the mindful, those who are aware of their surroundings and deliberate in their movements. By moving with care, we demonstrate to ourselves and to the unseen currents of life that we value balance and readiness. The lottery wash is therefore not a hurried cleaning but a sacred practice of presence. It encourages us to treat each action as meaningful, to understand that the quality of our attention affects not only what we see but also what we attract. As we slow down, we notice what is out of place, what energy needs to be released, and what is ready to flourish. This mindful pace allows abundance to flow naturally, unobstructed by the turbulence of distraction or haste. In essence, every careful motion, every deliberate gesture becomes a form of preparation for fortune. By embracing intentional action over rushed effort, we cultivate an environment and an inner state ripe for opportunity. In this way, the lottery wash teaches that the power of luck is intertwined with the consciousness we bring to each moment, reminding us that readiness is not measured by speed but by the clarity, care, and attention we offer to the world around us. Alignment of energy. Cleaning is symbolic as you remove stagnancy and disorder. Your personal energy aligns with the currents of prosperity. Energy flows through all things, visible and invisible, touching every corner of our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. Our surroundings, our possessions, and even our routines carry subtle vibrations that either support or hinder the natural currents of fortune. The practice of the lottery wash is rooted in the understanding that by consciously aligning these energies, we create a fertile ground for opportunity to appear. When our environment is cluttered, chaotic, or neglected, energy becomes stagnant. It gathers in corners, lingers over objects, and creates subtle resistance that slows the natural flow of abundance. This is not a matter of superstition, but of attention. A space that is honored and cared for communicates readiness to the forces that respond to harmony. As we engage in the act of cleaning with awareness, we are effectively guiding energy, opening channels, and allowing it to circulate freely. Each careful sweep, each gentle motion of our hands, each act of tidying is a conversation with the invisible currents around us. By consciously choosing how we move, what we touch, and where we focus our attention, we align our personal energy with the larger rhythm of life. This alignment is more than symbolism, it shapes perception, intention, and ultimately manifestation. When our energy resonates with the spaces we inhabit, we begin to notice opportunities that were previously hidden. Small coincidences, intuitive ideas, and unexpected chances appear, as if the world is responding to the clarity we have created. The lottery wash is a practice of tuning, not forcing. It does not manipulate luck, but cultivates the conditions in which luck naturally flourishes. As we remove dust, reorder items, and cleanse surfaces, we are simultaneously removing blocks in our awareness, releasing the mental and emotional clutter that slows our responsiveness to abundance. In this way, cleaning becomes a meditation, a gentle act of harmonizing with both the material and energetic dimensions of life. The alignment of energy requires patience and presence. It asks us to move with mindfulness, to notice how the environment reacts to our attention, and to adapt with care and respect. Through this process, we learn that fortune is not a distant prize, but a reflection of the balance we cultivate within ourselves and in our surroundings. The spaces we inhabit mirror our inner state, and when we align both, we create resonance that draws good things toward us. Each act of cleaning, each deliberate motion becomes a step toward that resonance, a quiet invitation to abundance to enter. The lottery wash teaches that prosperity is not earned solely through effort or desire, but emerges from harmony, clarity, and alignment. By attending to the energy of our environment, we prepare a path for fortune to flow unobstructed, making our home and our life a vessel ready to receive the blessings that patience, mindfulness, and care naturally attract. Openness to abundance. True luck comes from a gentle invitation, awareness, and receptivity to opportunities, not forceful attempts to control outcomes. Openness is the quiet gateway through which abundance enters our lives. To welcome fortune, whether in the form of opportunities, wealth, or even simple joys, one must first cultivate a state of receptivity within and around themselves. The lottery wash is more than a cleansing of physical spaces. It is a practice that trains the mind and spirit to remain open, aware, and inviting. Often we carry invisible walls built from doubt, fear, or past disappointments. These walls, though subtle, block the flow of blessings and limit the possibilities we can perceive. Just as clutter obstructs the energy in a room, mental rigidity obstructs the energy of opportunity in life. By engaging in mindful cleaning, we practice letting go not only of dust and disorder, but also of the mental attachments that prevent us from receiving fully. Each careful sweep, each thoughtful arrangement is an act of surrender to the natural rhythm of the universe. It is an acknowledgement that we cannot control every outcome, but we can prepare ourselves to welcome what comes with grace and awareness. Openness requires trust, patience, and humility. Trust that the energy we cultivate through mindful action will align with the currents of abundance. Patience to allow the unseen forces to respond in their own time. Humility to understand that receiving is as much a part of life as giving or creating. In this state, cleaning becomes a meditative practice, a way of tuning both our environment and our inner world to the frequency of receptivity. When we move through our homes slowly and deliberately, noticing what we touch and how we interact with our surroundings, we signal a readiness to receive. The spaces we create, tidy, harmonious, and cared for, reflect a mind that is equally balanced and prepared. This alignment makes it easier to recognize and seize opportunities, as we are no longer distracted by chaos or internal resistance. Openness to abundance is not simply waiting for luck to arrive, it is an active engagement with life that allows blessings to flow without obstruction. It requires releasing old limitations, letting go of expectations that bind our imagination, and embracing the unknown with curiosity and gratitude. The lottery wash teaches that abundance is attracted not by grasping, forcing, or desiring, but by creating conditions conducive to its arrival. When we approach our environment and our lives with openness, we naturally invite prosperity, clarity, and joy. This is why the act of cleaning at night with care and awareness becomes a profound symbol of readiness. Each gesture becomes a silent affirmation that we are prepared to welcome fortune, that we trust the currents of life to bring what is aligned with our intention. Through this practice, we learn that abundance flows not to those who chase it, but to those who remain open, mindful, and attuned to holistic prosperity. The practice nurtures not just material wealth, but also peace, health, and meaningful connections, reflecting the richness of life beyond money. True prosperity is more than wealth or material gain. It encompasses peace, health, meaningful relationships, clarity of mind, and the gentle joy of living in harmony with the world around us. The lottery wash is not simply a ritual to attract luck, it is a practice that cultivates holistic prosperity, reminding us that abundance flows in many forms and that each form is interconnected. When we tend to our surroundings with care, mindfulness, and intention, we are nurturing more than the physical space. We are nurturing our energy, our capacity for gratitude, and our ability to receive blessings in all dimensions of life. A tidy, harmonious space reflects a calm, balanced mind, and a balanced mind creates clarity in thought, decision-making, and perception. It allows us to see opportunities clearly, to act with wisdom, and to cultivate relationships that are mutually enriching. Holistic prosperity requires awareness that every act we take, every environment we inhabit, and every intention we hold contributes to the energy we radiate. By practicing the lottery wash, we remind ourselves that abundance is not measured only in currency, but in the quality of our daily experiences, the peace we carry, and the connections we nurture. As we sweep, dust, and arrange, we are also symbolically clearing away the obstacles that prevent the flow of joy, health, and vitality. Each movement, each gesture is a meditation on letting go of the old and welcoming the new. The act becomes an offering to ourselves, a way of honoring life and creating a space in which all forms of prosperity can flourish. Holistic prosperity also encourages balance. We recognize that wealth gained at the expense of health, peace, or relationships is incomplete and unsustainable. True abundance supports life in its fullness, enriching body, mind, and spirit simultaneously. The lottery wash embodies this principle, showing that mindful care for our environment mirrors care for ourselves. It teaches that attention, intention, and presence are essential to receiving blessings, whether tangible or intangible. By cultivating a space of clarity, we allow our health to improve, our thoughts to settle, and our hearts to open. We notice small joys and subtle gifts that we might otherwise overlook, and we develop a deeper sense of gratitude for all that life offers. In this practice, we learn that prosperity is not a singular event but a continuous state of alignment, receptivity, and harmony. Each mindful action contributes to a life enriched in every sense. By approaching the lottery wash with awareness and care, we invite not only luck and opportunity but also the fullness of holistic prosperity. It is a gentle reminder that abundance is most profound when it touches every part of our lives, our minds, our hearts, our homes, and our interactions. Through this integration, we experience the true nature of wealth, one that is enduring, balanced, and deeply fulfilling, flowing naturally into every aspect of our existence.